What's up, A family? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. And as you know, I'm throwing shit in the game again. I'm going to tell you about the number one distraction that's going on right now. But first, I want to talk about I'm scrolling through YouTube looking for something to fucking watch. And no wonder so many people like my channel because there ain't a goddamn thing on YouTube worth watching. Except for Ape Father, which I just got through watching him say that the banker knocked on his door with a suitcase full of fucking money, offered him more money than he can make in the MOAS. Does this story sound familiar? And he slams the door in the banker's face and said he would never give us up. So that's your late breaking news on fucking YouTube. Nothing else is going on. However, I do have something. I got the number one distraction that they're doing right now. You got to look back and think, and even look right now in my comments and in the other comments, and you start seeing a pattern that's running. The number one distraction is what they've wanted for a whole year. What? Transparency. We want a level playing field. We want all these wonderful, great things that turn this into a movement. And the SEC, in a week, it's taken time to build it up, but within a week, has packaged it up, tied it with a big red bow, and handed it to retail and said, there you go. There's your transparency. This shit could never happen again. Bullshit. So, it's a distraction. Why? Because now we have to wait 30 days before this thing can be implemented. But then it turns around, wait a minute, no, hold on, it might be this week. It could be this week. No, wait, what? No, hold on, it could be 2 weeks. Every YouTuber's got a different amount of time that this policies can go into effect. But what they're doing is postponing people. Did you hear me? Wow. Everybody's excited that we got what we wanted, but we have to wait this amount of time. It's distracting us from what they are doing right now. Think about it. Why else would all of a sudden everything that retail has begged for and screamed for and said they bring out the pitchforks and the fucking torches for, they've given us last week, and we're waiting until it's implemented? No, you're being distracted while they're doing what they're doing right now. And here is the only policy that you have to worry about once it hits the registry, and it has nothing to do with transparency. In fact, it's going to be a very big, well-kept secret. When NSCC 2021-10 goes on to the registry, the squeeze is about to happen. That's how I'm looking for it. Because that's when they'll be able to move shares from the hedge funds and the banks and the brokers and move them over to their new clearinghouse. And they will give the money to pay retail for the shares. That's what we're waiting on, people. They're distracting us from that purpose. Remember what I told y'all the purpose was? Purpose of the pattern. Everybody knows we're running in a pattern. The purpose of that pattern is to bring the MOAS. And I can explain it in a bigger video if y'all want me to explain it. But that's what the purpose of the pattern is, to bring the MOAS, to make everybody rich. That's the purpose of this pattern. That's the end of it. Well, if that's the case, then what's the purpose of the MOAS? And the purpose of the MOAS is to get the shares from them over to here. And they're waiting. They are waiting. We ain't waiting. They waiting on NSCC. Boomer. Wait, hold on. Does he have a suitcase, son? Is it full of money? Let that motherfucker in. Like, really? The banker's going to come knock on this fucking door with a suitcase of money. Anyway, they're distracting you from that. They're distracting you from what they've already passed, but they're waiting to get on the registry. And that's NSCC 2021-10. And I don't have that wrote on my ceiling. I remember that shit. That's where they're going to transfer the shares. Once that happens, they get the money to pay us with. So while everybody's being distracted, that's really what's going on. And man, two YouTubers approached, now this is serious, two YouTubers approached supposedly by big banks. When the mainstream media, and YouTube is a part of the mainstream media, all begin to carry the same narrative, be careful people, that's something else. They're distracting us. Distractions. Love y'all.